Hi guys, it's Camille, and if you couldn't tell by the music and the big ball in the background, we're at Epcot today for Festival of the Holidays. Festival of the Holidays is probably my second favorite festival that Epcot does. It's so festive, it's so magical, it's so Christmassy. I love it. So the event this year takes place from November 29th to December 31st, 2024. Epcot's Festival of the Holidays celebrates all the different holidays around the world in World Showcase. There's also the cookie stroll. There's some fun holiday overlays for some of the rides. I have with me the festival passport. The festival shows off all the menus for the different food booths. It also shows off all of the storytellers in each of the pavilions in World Showcase. It also has the program guide for the Candlelight Processional, which is one of my absolute favorite shows during the holiday season at Walt Disney World as a whole. So today I'm just gonna explore the park, take a look at some of the fun festival offerings, maybe get a glimpse of some of the ride overlays that are in Future World, and we're just gonna have a good time. So without further ado, let's go. So far, the entrance to the park is relatively sparse for the most part. I mean, once you get up to Spaceship Earth, then it gets a little more congested. But as you can see, everybody's in pants and coats and stuff because it's actually cold here for once. So first things first, I want to take a look at the Communicore Hall because they're utilizing the Communicore Hall for the festival this year. Now granted, I was fairly disappointed with how they used it for food and wine. Maybe this time it'll be a little better. Alrighty, here's the Communicore Hall. Ooh, I see something inside. So the booth for in here is the experimental prototype cookies of tomorrow, which I think is really cute because for those who don't know, Epcot is just an acronym for Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. So yeah, sorry, I'm being a nerd here. Here you can get the Spaceship Earth tiled gingerbread triangle for $10. It better be good for that price. You can also get a gingerbread milkshake and a hot cocoa by Joffrey's. Oh wow. That's so cool. Over at the other end of Communicore Hall, they do have some festival merchandise, so let's take a lookie. So over here they have stuff from Scentsy, which is like a fragrance company.
Get ready to
You can get one of these 3 items.
Celebration.
And they have the poinsettia one on display here.
Christmas.
They have these super soft, super cozy looking Festival of the Holidays spirit jerseys. This is actually like a plush fleece material. It's actually really soft. I don't personally wear the spirit jerseys too often. I only have one. But if you like the spirit jerseys, this is the one for the festival this year. They are $79.99. They've got these really pretty ears. It shows off all the pavilions. They've got glitter inside. So it's kind of like a snow globe. I'm not gonna mess with them too much. The ears are $34.99. They also have these really neat little handbags. Super cute. They're, oh my gosh, $75. And these are the t-shirts for the event. I like them. They're nice, simplistic. You know, I like the Spaceship Earth pattern on the sleeves. That's a nice touch. The t-shirts are $34.99. So of the ride overlays, Journey into Imagination gets a small holiday overlay. And that all the Figment animatronics get sweaters. This is the sweater that Figment wears. And now you can own one too, so you can look just like Figment. The sweaters are $74.99. Of course, Twinings also has their winter tea collection, $6 each when you buy 4. One of the most fun aspects of Festival of the Holidays is the holiday cookie stroll, and they have merchandise dedicated just to that, including throw blankets, ears. Oh, these are fun. These are cute. Even cuter lounge flies. Is it expensive? Oh yes, it is. And even cute mugs. They also have annual pass merchandise, and it looks like it's primarily just the sweatshirt. It's cute. The pass holder sweatshirt's $44.99. They have a display on the wall showing how they made the 8-foot gingerbread sculpture of Spaceship Earth. So apparently there's 11 hidden Mickeys, used 100 eggs, 100 pounds of royal icing, 240 pounds of dough. Oofty. So to put it bluntly, it took up a very long time and it took a lot of materials to bring it together. So I wasn't able to get footage of the pins. They only had 3 this year, but I purchased 2 of them. The first one is the pass holder pin for the festival. Y'all already know I love pins and I usually get a festival pin every year. And then the next one is the Olaf gingerbread pin. And it's really cute. Super duper duper adorable. Also, while I was over at the cash register, they were advertising Olaf's Holiday Tradition Expedition. It's a scavenger hunt specifically for Festival of the Holidays. I had no idea they did this. We're not going to do it today simply because of how late it is, and you know, finding little Olafs in the dark would be pretty difficult, I would imagine. This will be on the to-do list for future videos during the festival. Lord willing, we get back here before the festival's over. So there's a timer going on the gingerbread display. I don't exactly know what it's for. So that gingerbread display, that's super cool. I guess what the timer is, it's like a countdown to the little light show that the display does. The display's like 8 feet tall and it lights up and it's a lot of fun. It's really beautifully made. But aside from that, the actual building's really, really sparse. There's not a whole lot of merchandise in there. There isn't even a whole lot of tables in there. It's just about as, I think it's even more lackluster compared to Food and Wine's thing that they did for Food and Wine Festival this year. But the gingerbread house is a bonus. That actually kind of saves it for me anyway. So I don't know. That was cool though. I'd see the gingerbread display again. That's really neat. This is one of the booths that's available for the festival, the Chestnuts and Good Cheer booth. If you like nuts, this booth is for you. They've got cinnamon glazed almonds, cashews, pecans, and chestnuts, and eggnog. There's also the Festive Fragrances by Scentsy. That's over in the little kids playground area. They have these fun little displays in these little ornament-shaped cases. That's so fun. The booth over in this area is the Noche Buena Coquina. If I'm pronouncing that last word right, I think I did okay with the first word. Anyways, they've got the plant-based tamal. They have, I ain't gonna attempt that, and the cinnamon spice chocolate crinkle cookie, which is part of the cookie stroll, I think. Yes, it is. Over by Swirled Showcase is the Mele Kalikimaka kitchen. They've got the pork, the Lomi Lomi salmon, and the coffee mocha cookie. And of course, they have a couple alcoholic beverages here too. Swirled Showcase also has some festival-specific items, like the holiday Mickey-shaped liquid nitrogen pop, and the apple cinnamon flavored soft serve and dark chocolate. They usually have like normal chocolate soft serve, but now they have dark chocolate soft serve, so that's pretty neat. Over by the port of entry gift shop, there's the sweets and treats booth. They have the peppermint sundae, which is chocolate ice cream with whipped cream and peppermint candy. Alrighty, we've made it into port of entry, and we're getting towards my favorite part of the festival decorations, Epcot's beautiful Christmas tree. This is Epcot's gorgeous Christmas tree. So one of my favorite things about the Epcot tree in particular is that most of the ornaments all have holiday greetings in different languages. They also have ornaments representing the different countries. And my favorite thing is the angel tree topper. So the tree topper is an angel holding the earth. And to me, when I look at that, it makes me think of that's a symbol for the hope that eventually we'll all have peace in this world. I'm sure other people could probably word it a little more elegantly than I could, but that's what I think of whenever I see that. That's one of the many reasons why this tree is one of my favorite trees in the Disney parks. It's like a symbol of unity, you know, when you see all the different holiday greetings from all around the world and the different world flags represented in a lot of the ornaments. It's just beautiful. To me anyway, it's a very beautiful tree. It is important to note they do have a PhotoPass photographer that is taking pictures of guests in front of the tree. And of course I had to get some photos. I'll flash them on screen. We're now headed towards Canada, the only direction I go really when I come to World Showcase, because I wanted to stop by the Yukon Holiday Kitchen. So this is the Yukon Holiday Kitchen menu. They've got the seared salmon, the beef. I'm not going to attempt that pronunciation, but what I came here for was for the peppermint pinwheel cookie. We have our first cookie. Look at all the pretty lights, and even the stage got holiday decorations. For Festival of the Holidays, they have the Canadian Holiday Voyagers Band, and they perform multiple times a day. I think one of their last performances would be like at 6:30. So back here in the UK Pavilion, one of the storytellers for Festival of the Holidays is Father Christmas. So here on the scroll, it explains the different Christmas traditions that originated in the UK, like in England and Northern Ireland and Scotland. It gifted the world with some of the many famous Christmas carols like Deck the Halls and 12 Days of Christmas. And throughout the UK, children await the arrival of Father Christmas, which is their version of a Santa Claus. And he usually comes out and he will talk about the many United Kingdom holiday traditions right next to his tree. This guy's kind of sus. One of my favorite holiday displays here in the UK Pavilion is this teapot surrounded by poinsettias. I don't know, I really like this one. The vibes are immaculate.
Christmas. I am the good spirit of the season. It's a joy for me to see all of you in such good spirit. Maintenant, I have another question for you. Have any of you, oh, petit enfant, have you ever written a letter to my friend Santa at the North Pole? You big people, you can admit this too. Well, en France, if a child writes a letter to me, Pere Noel, and puts a return address on the envelope, the French government pays the postage on my reply. Sipping hot cider, and Uncle Louis tells the story of the birth of the baby Jesus. She goes on to say, her brother teases her about this. He does not believe in Christmas. He does not believe in Père Noël. But for me, nothing surpasses the magic of the Fox night. The fragile beauty of a child's face on Christmas morning.
So that little bit of footage that I got was of one of the many storytellers that are around for Festival of the Holidays. That was Pere Noel. That's the storyteller for the France Pavilion. He is basically France's version of Father Christmas, or in America, Santa Claus. One really cool thing about the storytellers is after their little performance, they do stick around for a little bit to get photos. Of course, I got to get a photo with Pere Noel. It was my first time actually ever seeing him in the couple of years I've done this festival. So this is one of my favorite booths of the Festival of the Holidays, L'Chaim. On the menu, they have one of my favorite items to get here, potato latkes, and that's all I've come to this booth for. So let's go get some latkes. So far, this is easily the longest line I've seen for any of the booths that I've visited so far today. Alrighty, so we got the normal potato latkes. I think this is like a dill sauce that they put on it. Traditionally, you serve potato latkes with applesauce, and that's what Epcot's done in years past. I personally don't like applesauce, so the fact that they switched it for this, I'm very happy about. And then we also got the black and white cookie. The latkes are really good. I love like that's not dill, that's actually chive. So it's like chives and sour cream. Wonderful flavor. The only downside is that these ones are really cold. They were sitting under a heat lamp, and the heat lamp did not do them any favors. It's okay though. The flavors are so on point. Well, now that I finished the latkes, I think the cookie's gonna taste weird because I've got chive flavor in my mouth still. So it's a black and white cookie. I've never had a black and white cookie. This sucker's huge. It's so thick. Let's see if I can get a bite of both sides. That's a big cookie. It's super chocolatey. It's dense, but it's not hard. It's actually a really soft cookie. Not bad. Not bad at all.
When the smoke cleared, all that was left was the Maccabees and the Holy Temple. They did it. The Maccabees pushed out the enemy army and saved the temple. But the temple was not left unscathed. Precious holy items were stolen. Idols were placed on the altar. Vandals destroyed what once was sacred. We must cleanse the temple. Bring me the menorah! But that too was gone. Unwilling to accept defeat now, the Maccabees crafted a new menorah. But when they found the blessed oil, there was only enough for one day. We sing songs. We eat. We exchange presents. Oh, and by the way, did I mention? Yeah, we eat. I can smell it now. Potatoes and onions frying in hot oil as Dad flips the latkes. Oh, and sweet sugar fills the air as Mom coats the fried jelly donuts.
I don't know.
Now, during Hanukkah, we eat foods cooked in oil to remember the oil that kept the candle burning for the Maccabees all those years ago. Then, as the sun sets, the house becomes quiet, as it is time to light the menorah. As the youngest male of the household, it was my responsibility to light the candles. The first night, I light 2 candles. The first is always the shamash, the attendant candle. Set above the others, it is used to light the Hanukkah candles. The shamash reminds us of the good that we can bring to others. For 8 nights, we repeat this ritual, adding 1 more candle each evening, until all 8 candles burn bright. Light the first of 8 tonight, furthest candle to the right. Light the first and second too, when tomorrow's day is through. Then light 3 and then light 4, every dusk light 1 candle more, till all 8 burn bright and high, honoring a day gone by. In my family, like so many other families around the world, our tradition is to exchange gifts after lighting the candles.
I know it got dark really quickly, but I'm back over by port of entry now. The gentleman that you just saw was Zachary. He is the Hanukkah storyteller. You can find him between the Morocco and France pavilions. He's got a little stage set up. It's right by the exit of the L'Chaim booth. He is a lot of fun. He also sings and plays guitar. Zachary is one of my favorite storytellers here at the festival. He's a lot of fun. He's very lively, puts a lot of energy into the performance. It's great. And the Hanukkah story is a very inspirational one for sure. As you could probably tell by my face, despite how dark it is, it's cold. So you think of Florida and you think it's just perpetually hot all the time. And during the summer, it can definitely be like that. But it's supposed to be 40 degrees tonight, which is not very common here in our state. So, it's cold. It's very cold. Not to mention it's a wet cold. So 40 degrees here almost feels similar to like sub-zero temperatures back in say like North Dakota where I'm originally from. So yeah, it's cold. It's very cold. That or I've just become a weakling since I've been living in the state. So I mean, either or can be true. Also off topic, Epcot's holiday soundtrack is one of my favorite holiday soundtracks for the parks. So because of how dark it is now, it's like almost 6:30, and how busy World Showcase is becoming since the fireworks show people are starting to line up, and also the processional is going on right now. Half of the World Showcase is nothing but lines and a bunch of people, and I don't want to subject myself to that just yet. So we'll see the other half of World Showcase next time when I come down here, because I am coming back to Epcot a couple more times this holiday season. Because I do plan on seeing the candlelight processional, and I want to see some of the other storytellers and see some of the other booths, because Japan booth also has one of my favorite returning items, and that's the Christmas tree shaped sushi, and it's amazing. But right now we're gonna make our way back into Future World because I want to hop on the 2 rides that have holiday overlays. The first of the 2 rides with holiday overlays is Journey into Imagination, and it's only a 10-minute wait, so heck yeah.
We'll begin by testing your hearing with a series of tones. Left ear, right ear. Left, right. What? This is odd. Hello? Who is this?
It's Figment!
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you've got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
No, you haven't. It's over here. All aboard. Woo-hoo! Next stop, imagination. For every sound your ears are hearing, 1,000 thoughts can start appearing, and each of us imagines different things.
Sorry, but after that big stink in the smell lab, I hesitate to send you into the touch and taste labs. Perhaps I should end my open house right here.
Great idea. We'll go to my open house instead. It's much more fun. Right this way, everybody.
Figment, what is going on? You're turning this entire open house upside down.
Upside down? Now you're talking. That's the best idea you've had all day. With just a spark of inspiration, I made my house an innovation. Imagination really comes around. It's downside up and upside down.
Thank you, Figment. And so, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast.
So that's the overlay. It's literally just the 2 times you see Figment as an animatronic. He wears a Christmas sweater, and now Disney's selling the sweater as a piece of their holiday merch this year, which, I mean, that's cool. Don't get me wrong, that's really cool. So I've always deemed Figment's overlay as the lesser of the 2. So literally all that I recorded is the entirety of the overlay. That's it. The rest of the ride is entirely the same. It's just that Figment wears a Christmas sweater. That's it. But my favorite overlay, and easily the superior one, is at Living with the Land, which is my favorite ride at Epcot. I'll take you over there right now. So for Christmas in the Land Pavilion, Living with the Land becomes Living with the Land Glimmering Greenhouses. All of their greenhouses are adorned with Christmas lights. It's really, truly one of the most beautiful overlays. It's so cool, all new ride narration and everything. But as you can see, the line is really long. It's a little hard to tell from here, but the standby wait is currently 40 minutes. Okay. Let's time it. Let's time it. Maybe it won't be that long.
Welcome to our glimmering greenhouses, where scientists from Epcot and the U.S. Department of Agriculture illuminate the wondrous gifts we receive from the land. Join us as we ring in the most bountiful time of the year. For some, it's difficult to imagine the holidays without winter and snow, but one of the most important holiday crops actually grows in the tropics. For centuries, farmers in Central America have cultivated cacao to make chocolate. In fact, cacao is chocolate's main ingredient. Today, people around the world are able to enjoy a variety of sweets and keep warm with a cup of hot cocoa, thanks to this tropical plant. When you think of holidays, you might not think of fish, but seafood is an essential part of many festive meals. In parts of southern Italy, family and friends gather once a year to celebrate La Vigilia with a 7-course seafood dinner. Tilapia, bass, and shrimp, like the ones raised here using our sustainable water systems, make up just some of the dishes served during this grand meal. Today, in the United States, the tradition is known as the Feast of the Seven Fishes. Citrus, like the oranges grown here, are common in Florida, but in northern Europe, where fresh fruit is rare in winter, they're much harder to find, making them an extra special stocking stuffer. During Chinese New Year, these vibrant fruits are given as gifts of good fortune. They say it's better to give than to receive. And in this greenhouse, we're celebrating the holidays by giving back to the land using innovative farming techniques. By recycling water, we can give plants rich nutrients. By giving plants ladybugs, we're able to control pests and reduce the need for pesticides. And by growing ground plants vertically, we give them better protection from disease. With these gifts, our plants can grow an abundance of festive vegetables. This greenhouse alone grows a bountiful 15 tons of produce each year. When we give more, we receive more, making the most of the land's green gifts. Many of the plants you see here help spice up the holidays. The bark of cinnamon trees, like the one growing beside you, is used to make cinnamon sticks. Do you like eggnog? You can thank nutmeg for its signature taste. Other spices, like ginger and vanilla, add flavor to a variety of holiday cookies, cakes, and other delights. By cultivating these festive plants with care and good cheer, Epcot scientists are able to celebrate the holidays with the land's many gifts. These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce bountiful harvests for our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment.
Look at it. It's so festive. Oh, hi, I'm back. So that was the Living with the Land Glimmering Greenhouses. It's one of my favorite holiday overlays here at Epcot. Well, technically there's actually 3 overlays, not just Figment and not just Living with the Land, but Guardians of the Galaxy also has a holiday overlay. I think they just play it's one song that's like a Christmassy song, but it's about the Guardians. It's set to Run Run Rudolph, but I think it's Run Run Rocket, if memory serves right. But I won't ride Guardians, so you're not gonna see that from me at all this season. I definitely deem the Living with the Land overlay as far superior compared to the Journey into Imagination one, because aside from the dark ride portion at the very beginning and the closing bit at the very end of the ride, all of the greenhouse is completely adorned with Christmas lights. There's all new ride narration and all new ride music for that portion of the ride, which is the majority of the ride. And it's so super cool in person. I mean, as you could probably tell, I was moving the camera back and forth because there's so much to see on both sides of the boat. It's one of my favorite Christmas overlays that Disney does in the parks. It gives me the same kind of joy that I get seeing the Tomorrowland Speedway all lit up. It's so cool. What can I say? I love Christmas light displays. They're just very pretty, and I get very happy when I see them. So it's about 7:30 at night. It's very cold. I had to get a hat because it's very cold out. And I think I'm gonna call it a night for the evening. I do apologize I didn't get to see the other half of World Showcase. I know it's a short visit, but don't worry, I do plan on coming back to Festival of the Holidays a couple more times this month before the festival ends. I plan on showing you guys the candlelight processional in its entirety. I also want to check out the other half of World Showcase for the festival with the booths and the different storytellers. And also I'm gonna wind up doing the Olaf scavenger hunt since I purchased it, so more to come. Overall, I had a really nice time today, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to tell your friends and family about the channel, and if you guys have any questions or if you just want to say anything at all, feel free to leave them down in the comments. I do always read them. I'll see you guys soon. Bye!